Hey, so I know I don't normally make 2 vlogs this morning, but the other one went way longer than I wanted to because if you go over 10 minutes, and it's like, why do I not like 10-minute videos? Because they usually don't upload from a phone. Anyway, so what was I going to say? This video, I just want to clarify a few things. Number one, I don't think the person was being hostile this morning. It was saying something to me. Number two, beautiful sunrise. Number three, yeah, you got to be careful who you listen to. I would definitely go to God's Word. I remember a few weeks ago, some woman responded on some video that I replied to or whatever. And she says that Jesus told her that the rapture's not yet. We got a while until the rapture. I was like, wait, what Bible verse are you reading from? And she's like, oh, no. Jesus told me in my spirit. I'm like, that's not, okay. Well, I mean, when Jesus talks to me, he doesn't clarify. Let me say it this way. He brings to my mind the Bible verses that I've either read, or he kind of, sometimes I'll find the Bible verse while wait, where does it say this? Like, and then I'll look there, I'll find it. So no. If she thinks that God talks to her in her spirit, that's one thing I'd be very careful about. I'm not saying that God can't say things to your spirit. And I believe that God definitely does give people dreams and visions, especially in countries where they don't have the Bible. I was listening to a woman yesterday who was in a country that would kill you if you were a Christian. And God spoke to her through a dream. And I was like, well, I mean, I believe that because God's calling people all the time. But he also never, ever contradicts the word. Well, how's telling people it's not yet contradicting the word? Because that's almost the exact same as saying, the day or hour. And you might say, well, she didn't say it's going to be next year at this time and this date. I know, but she's saying that, what I'm saying is that she's saying, let me see if I can make this clear. It's kind of already complicated. I think it would be funny if she says, oh no, the rapture's not yet. If she said that and the rapture happened, that would prove that she's a false prophet. So, I mean, I believe it's soon. Do I believe it's today? I believe it could be. And when people say it's not today, they're kind of saying it's not today, day and hour. It's kind of complicated to say. So I do follow people. I watch people on YouTube. One of my ladies I like to watch every day. I don't know what it is about her. I think she reminds me of my Aunt Linda, that I really miss so much. Her name is Watchwoman65. Her real name is Lisa Boyce, I think. Watchwoman65. I don't know if she has an Instagram account. If she doesn't, maybe I'll post some more videos on here. I posted Chad's because I couldn't find his account on Instagram. He may not have one. Chad's Watchman on the Wall, 88. And he doesn't, and I'm like, when I got that response, I was like, do I need to go back and watch that video again? Because I don't remember him saying anything about a day or hour. And I thought, well, people when they hear that we believe it soon, they often equate that to saying day and hour, and it's not the same thing. And I understand. I mean, we all start somewhere. I'm not trying to discredit that person either, so don't take it offensively. I'm not trying to offend anybody here. But at the same time, I want to make sure you know that there are certain people I do watch and certain people I won't watch. And I'm not going to mention the ones I won't watch, and even the people I do watch, I don't agree with them on everything. Like, I won't say, I've only said 2 people, so it's kind of like an easy one to figure out. There's certain things that I'm not, and it's not anything to do with salvation, because if they said, I believe you have to work to get to heaven, then I wouldn't be watching them. So it's nothing that's blasphemous, let me put it that way. But there's certain things that I do disagree with, but it's nothing detrimental or anything I would break fellowship over. If you believe in everything, 100% with everybody, you're either not a thinker, or you're, I don't know. I'm a very skeptical person. I can find flaws of everything, so to speak. I hate to say the word flaw. That makes me look perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I could find things that I disagree with. And I even play devil's advocate to kind of work out my own, to see if I'm in the flaw, if I'm the one thinking wrongly about things. So often I'll think about, what if it's really this? Even as a kid, I did that. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I finally became an atheist. And I worked through it. I was like, well, wait a minute. And see, I didn't have an understanding back then about what God is. I was thinking God was a man sitting in some mountain that was controlling the weather and stuff like that. So even back then, I was thinking, if God yeah, I just think I didn't understand how God can control everything or be everywhere at one time, and that was my fourth grade understanding. And so I used to think deeply about these things, and then I also remember thinking at one time, which is what a lot of Satanists believe, what if God's really the bad guy and the good guy is really Satan? So I mean, I went through a lot of things I was thinking about back then while I was making my decisions. Finally, I came to atheism because, I don't know, I just remember definitely in 5th grade I got made fun of because we were waiting in line for the going to lunch in 5th grade, and Jennifer Cranford came out and said something about, don't y'all think it's blasphemous the teacher said that? And I was like, going, what are you talking about? She's like, against God. It's like going, which God? It's like, what? You don't believe in God? And she started making fun of me. And I was like, I don't know which God you believe in. I've never talked to you about God or gods or whatever. And I understood about, Roman gods at that time and Egyptian gods. How did I get off on this tangent? Bottom line is, maybe I'll make a list of the people I do follow in case you're interested in them. The Watchman, which is kind of a common name. So the Watchman, I always put his @ on there. I try to cut up his videos sometimes and share them because, wow, he does a great job. He does a 30-minute basically program every day of taking the news, breaking it down, and showing how this relates to Bible prophecy. Watchwoman 65 starts off with the gospel, which is she uses a different one. I use Romans 10:9, which is, anyway, it's the same thing. It's the same author. And then, see, that's just what I was waiting for. I was waiting for people to walk by because I was like, I walked farther than I expected to. There's like a billion people down there. I was like, I don't want their faces on here. So, that's at least 3 people I can think on the top of my head that I try to watch every day. There's other people I subscribe to, but I just don't have time to watch all of them. So maybe I'll make a list of them and put them on there. But yeah, and of course, there's people I don't follow, and I don't even mention them. And then there's people that I'm like, I may put them up there, but then they start talking about Nephilim and DNA and all this weird. I just gloss over it because it's like I love science personally, but when you start trying to say the COVID shots or change people's DNA, turn them into, I'm like, all right, come on. This is not biblical. It's just a little bit off the cuff here. The whole Nephilim thing, it's like, okay, why are we talking about Nephilim? It doesn't make sense to me that we're that into Nephilim. It sounds like, Christian ghost stories or Christian, sounds like Christian Bigfoot to me. So, we need to stick to Jesus. It's not to all these crazy things. So y'all have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Again, I do believe it's soon. I don't know if it's today. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I can guarantee you it wasn't yesterday. How about that? So I know it wasn't yesterday. Of course, wait a minute. I could be wrong because it could still be yesterday in another time zone. But be careful about that. Have a great day. Bye.